Good morning, Miss. For today's video, I'm going to discuss the contemporary and popular literature and its example and the difference between the two. What is contemporary literature? Contemporary literature is defined as literature written after World War II through the current. Work of contemporary literature reflects a society's social and/or political viewpoints, show through realistic characteristic, connection to current event, and socio-economic message. The writing style can be varied, but the main idea is to convey realistic characters and experience. The importance of contemporary literature is to help them to illuminate the strengths and weaknesses of society. Literature, or be more specific, contemporary literature helps the reader to develop their rational thinking. So, when we talk about contemporary literature, we just can't say simply take a couple of subjects or settings. What is the characteristic of contemporary literature? It's reality-based stories with believable storyline, sometimes portraying harsh reality or degradation society, with current and modern settings, well-defined, realistic, highly developed, and with strong characters. Well-structured, writing is more character-driven than plot-driven. And now, what is the significance of contemporary literature? It connects individual with larger truths and ideas in a society, creates a way for people to record their thoughts and experience in a way that they are accessible to others through fictionalized account of the experience. Also, it helps a person to take a closer look at the different phases of living aside from what they know and live which they change perspective. The example of contemporary literature stories, first, The Atonement. It covers an upper-class girl's half-innocent mistake that ruined lives, her adulthood in the shadow of the mistake, and reflection of the nature of writing. Second, Cloud Atlas is a glittering compendium of interlocking parables divided into 6 different accounts spanning several centuries. Michael ranged from the journal of 19th century American notary of the post-apocalyptic memoir of herdsman Zachary. And for the poetry, The Dollhouse by A.E. Stelling is an American poet who, in The Dollhouse, offers a contemporary example of the poem using heroic couplets, rhyming couplets comprising iambic pentameter, styling in the meditative lyrics, which is the speaker reminiscences about the old dollhouse she and her sister played with as a child and which a generation earlier her mother and aunt had played with as children. Now let me proceed to popular literature. In English, popular literature is a writing that received widespread and sustained approval, as evidenced by sale, frequent imitation, adaptation to other cultural genres, and overall commercial success. The word popular is a synonym for successful, not an antonym for serious. Popular literature is a fiction does not deal with abstract problems. It takes moral principle as a given, accepting certain generalized, common sense idea, and value its base. Furthermore, popular literature is fiction written for purposes of entertainment, but readers can learn and expand their horizon by reading fictions. What is the characteristic of popular literature? Generally has vivid, racy, and exciting plot, with plenty sensory imagery, has 1 or 2 engaging characters, also doesn't deal with abstract problem. Distinctively characteristic is the absence of additional elements, familiarized, glitch, and easy understood language. For the significance of popular literature, it can offer a wide range of perspective. The simplistic language appeal to the broad audience, reflect our core obsessions, develop students' enduring values. Before I'm going to mention the examples, these are the genres of popular literatures, including romance, mystery, fantasy and science fiction, thrillers and horror, young adult, children's fiction, inspirational self-help, and religions book, biography, autobiography, and memoir. The first example of popular literature is Pride and Prejudice. It follows the turbulent relationship between Elizabeth Bennet, the daughter of country gentleman, and Fitzwilliam Darcy, a rich aristocratic landowner. They must overcome the titular sins of pride and prejudice in order to fall in love and marry. Second, the Harry Potter. It is a series of 7 fantasy novels written by British author J.K. Rowling. The novels, including the chronicle lives of a young wizard, Harry Potter and his friend Hermione Granger, and the young Weasley, all of whom are students of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Now let's proceed the differences between the contemporary and popular literature. Popular literature dating from the Second World War to the present. Literature stated to the social, psychological, and political color. Realities-based stories. Contemporary works often features ordinary place and deal with awareness of itself. A release from meaning and the interest and process, a desire to revise the past and to desire to have fun. And for the popular literature, early 20th century style or movement that aimed to depart significantly from classical and traditional form. Literature today is a base of fantasy, or better to say, on virtual theme situation much more than before. Generally has vivid, racy, and exciting plot. Popular literature includes those writing intended for the masses and those that find favor with large audience. It can be distinguished from artistic literature in that it is designed primarily to entertain